Welcome to the session 5 of the Introduction to Cyber Crime. In today's session, we will study what is email spoofing and how it works. Next, we will study what is cyber defamation and how it works. So let's start with the first type, that is email spoofing. Let us see what is email spoofing. A spoofed email is one that appears to be delivered from one source but actually has been sent from another source. It is possible to send a message that appears to be from anyone, anywhere, saying whatever the sender wants to say. Thus, someone could send spoofed email that appears to be from you with a message that you didn't write. So let's see one example. Suppose Raj and Vidya are in a relationship and Vidya has an email address that is vidya@gmail.com. Let us say her boyfriend Raj and she broke up because of some reason. Then Raj, having become her enemy, and spoofs her email ID and sends vulgar messages to her contacts. Since the email appears to have originated from Vidya, her friends will think that Vidya has sent vulgar messages to them and their friendship could be spoiled. So this type of crime is basically used to take revenge or make fraud to get money online. Now we will see what is cyber defamation. The term defamation means criminal try to injure victims' reputation in front of their friends or general public. The injury can be done by spoken words or written words, by signs or by visible representation. The cyber defamation happens when the above term takes place in an electronic form. In other words, cyber defamation occurs when defamation takes place with the help of computer or internet. For example, suppose someone tries to publish defamatory matter that can be affect a victim's reputation on a website or sends an email containing defamatory information to all friends of that person. The chapter 21 of the Indian Penal Code, that is IPC, is about defamation. According to the IPC section 499, it's a crime if you try to harm the reputation of the dead person and is intended to be hurtful to the feelings of his family or the near relatives. So even if you try to do cyber defamation against the dead person, it is considered as crime. The second one is cyber defamation can be done on a particular person or group of people. It's a crime if you try to harm the reputation of a company or an association or collection of people. Even if you unknowingly harm the reputation of a particular person, it is considered as cyber defamation. It's crime if you try to harm the reputation in the form of alternative or expressed in coincidental situation. Fourth one, it's not a crime if you try to harm the reputation of a person unless that person is hurtful directly or indirectly. Also, it's not a crime unless the person moral or character gets lower or lowers the character of that person in respect of his religion or caste. And also, it's not a crime unless the credit of that particular person gets lower. Cyber defamation is divided into two types. The first one is libel, which is in the form of written format. The second one is slander, which is in the form of oral or spoken words. When checking whether or not defamation has taken place, the only issue to consider is you must have to show that the defamatory statements were wrong and would indeed injure the person's or organization's reputation. When failed to prove, the person who made the allegations may still be held responsible for defamation. In today's session, we have studied what is email spoofing and some examples of email spoofing. Next, we have studied what is cyber defamation and few examples of cyber defamation and how it works. In the next session, we will see few other types of cyber crimes. That's it for today's session.